Hello everyone, I'm Charlie Tolhurst and welcome to a video on Motormania, the new YouTube series that's currently out at the moment. Today's video, we're going to be talking about all things Porsche 911. I'm going to be talking about this, the latest 911 to come out. It's called the 911 Dakar. Now, the Porsche 911 has always been about performance and passion from a sports car, but I really want to mention about in particular why the 911 Dakar might be the most important model yet for Porsche. Now, I haven't, obviously this isn't going to be a car review. I'm going to go over generally what this car actually is, because you might have seen recently other companies building cars like supercars with raised suspensions and off-road elements added. Well, we saw that with the Hurricane Starato that Lamborghini built. And the 911 Dakar is a car that I think certainly has shaped up the world for why the understanding of the 911 goes all the way back to the 1960s, and also what this car is capable of doing. Now, the 911 Dakar is, according to Porsche, a very interesting car. It is a car that can go off-road, it can go on-road. It is also a 992 version of the 911. Now, on car configurators, the car comes in a variety of different colours. It comes in a white, a black, a shade green metallic, an ice grey metallic, a GT silver metallic. Also comes in other colours as well, such as white gentleman and blue metallic as well. So you can really start to see the elements of colours that go into this car. And it's certainly very interesting. It also comes with 90 to 1920 inch alloy wheels, adaptive. You can also get adaptive sports seats and different packages on the car as well. So there is definitely a lot of power from this thing. And it uses, of course, the same flat six engine that is used in the classic 911s. Of course, rear-engined, of course. The classic flat six that we always know. And it's because the engine, basically the cylinders lie flat. It's a flat six. It's the iconic Porsche engine. I think it's about 3.84 litres roughly. Just under 4 litres roughly of engine. Yes, this car is very fast, you know. Can do about 200 miles an hour, around that speed, just under that, of course, probably 190 given the off-road suspension. But the reason the 911 Dakar might be the most special 911 or the 992 is because this car is an important version of Porsche's 911 institution. And the reason is simple, okay? You know, this car is all about speed, performance, and everything. And you know, this car, in truth, can hit 149 miles an hour. It's limited to 149. But, of course, according to this, the car can actually go nearer 200. It has 473 brake horsepower as well, to be precise. Now, you know, 400 brake horsepower in a car like this, you know, it's fast. I know they claim it could do 150, but realistically, this car is going to go about 200, probably 190, 180 miles an hour at a push. It's got 400 brake horsepower, okay? Basically 400, 580, I think it's the official figure Porsche claims. Now, the reason I'm doing this video today is to talk to you about, is the 911 Dakar worth the money? Well, to put it bluntly, this car is not cheap at all. In fact, you know, this car is expensive. And, you know, you won't be going around looking at how much money this car costs. To put it bluntly, okay, the Dakar is £173,000 in terms of price. That makes this one of the most expensive 911s on the market. Considering the power it's got, you've got many more models in the range, like the 573 brake horsepower Turbo S, that is cheaper at the turbo version is 159. Only the Turbo S is more expensive at 180, and of course, the standard Carrera versions of the car with the 380 brake horsepower flat six are from 97,000. So there is a little bit of a catch here. In a Carrera S, Carrera GTS, 473 is £122,000. This is one of the most expensive 911s on sale. £173,000 for a car that's only got less than 500 brake horsepower. In my opinion, I don't think it is worth spending the money on this car. Now, it might drive differently to other 911s. That will be up to the road testers. But in my opinion, the Porsche 911 has always been about us being a sports car. It's always been that hybrid of a sports car, but also the performance of a supercar. Because we know what the Turbo S can do. The Turbo S can go up to 200 miles an hour. The Carreras can do about 185, 190. So they're more in the sports car ballpark game here. The Dakar is aimed more at going off-road. And I think if you are someone who wants to take this car on rallying, maybe rallying, stuff like that, more be it. However, I do think that the situation will come down to the fact that this car is very expensive. As I went over earlier in the video about the car configurator, which is how you can configure a car that you can buy, you can spec the car, it shows you like different colours available and stuff. Basically, customization is what configurators do. The colours on this car are definitely worth interesting, and I think going for like a metallic colour always in a 911 is a great option. Metallic colours in Porsche 911 really add that depth to the car and make it more interesting. However, though, I do think the Dakar version is going to be one that I don't think is going to sell that well. I think that a 911 has always been about the experience of having a standard flat six, and has always been a sports car favourite among many people. And I just feel that the Dakar doesn't really do that. Now, could this be a great driver's car? It could be. But £173,000 is not cheap. And I think that for a car that has less than 500 brake horsepower, it is extremely expensive. Given that other versions of the car, some versions are even more powerful and cost less. So, I think the 911 Dakar isn't really worth the purchase. But let me know, guys, down in the comments what you make of the 911 Dakar. Do you think that this car is worth the money? Because, put it this way, this is a 992 variant of the 911. This is the latest version of the car. We know Porsche have updated the car already. They've added newer engines. We're starting to see manual gearboxes being phased out now on 911s as well, in favour of automatic or dual clutch gearboxes. So I'm very interested to see how Porsche gets on with the future of their 911s. Definitely something that is going to be really spoken about going forward. We know that BMW are also potentially going to be axing them as well. But that's all I'm going to say. So that is my overall video assessment on the 911 Dakar. And to all those road testers out there who have tested the car, let me know what you think of the car driving wise. I'm just coming on here to talk to you guys about what I think about the 911 Dakar or the 992 911 Dakar. Whether I think that this kind of car, and it's all about this kind of car, because these supercars that we're seeing converted into off-roaders are causing a bit of controversy at the moment, causing a bit of division, I think. The fact that you got the Lamborghini Huracan Sturato, which was the last Lamborghini Huracan built, which used a slightly different raised ride height, off-road suspension, being raised up, can do cool things off-road, but it's all about whether these cars can be livable. And I think that that's another question for another video, or whether supercars actually need to be off-roaders, because I think that this is what Porsche are trying to do as well, to try and convince 911 buyers, we can take this car not just on-road, but off-road as well. I mean, yeah, the 911 had four-wheel drive, so did the Huracan, but is this car going to be worth spending the money on when you can get actually proper SUVs and off-roaders that are probably going to do just as good off-road for cheaper the price? That is what I'm on about. Thank you so much for watching this video. Take care. If you have any questions, please drop them below, and I'd like to hear for what you have to say about the future of the 911, and particularly the Dakar model, which is up in the air at the moment. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and good night.